Good morning, YouTube. I'm going to be doing a day of eating today. It is, I think, Thursday. It's 6 a.m. Gym opens at 7, so slept in a little bit. Haven't done one of these in a while, so let's see how it goes. Going to be starting breakfast right now, and I'll show you what I'm going to be having. I got some oatmeal cooking, and now I'm going to have some of the greatest cereal of all time. I have French Toast Crunch. If you haven't had this, strongly recommend it. This was my favorite cereal back in like childhood, and they brought it back. Just did around a serving and a half, and if you haven't had this before, it's kind of like mapley. Tastes like French toast, obviously. You got like little pieces of bread. Really good. If you haven't had it, so try this out. I'm gonna eat that and then probably some oatmeal. Gonna throw in a scoop of the chocolate milkshake carb and protein. Here are the macros on that. It's only 110 calories, half gram of fat, 24 protein, and 3 carb. With oatmeal, I like always going with the chocolate proteins. I think that always tastes the best. Instead of going with like vanilla or something. Vanilla oats don't taste as good. Alright, so that's gonna pretty much do it for breakfast. Gonna be having, well, I already had the French toast. Cereal, and then got this oatmeal right here with protein. I like getting a protein source in for breakfast, despite that leucine threshold. Also, I just had a liter of water. Maybe go eat some more as well. My one friend was telling me he's only had his injuries when he's been dehydrated in the gym, so I guess that's a good tip. Stay hydrated. That's also going to prevent injury. So get hydrated before you head out. Today, I'm going to be going for 3,100 calories, just weighed in at 218.4. After that 20K challenge, I had a 219 weigh-in, I think like 3 days after, but I think that was just a fluke because the days after that, I was averaging like 222 to 224. So this mini cut, I think I'm like around 2 weeks in and dropping around 2 pounds a week or so. Gonna go 3,100 plus or minus activity on my Apple Watch. If I'm over 400 calories of activity, then I'm just gonna add calories from there. Today, I only have an hour and a half between class and when the gym opens, so just gonna be doing 200 calories of cardio. I like using the stationary bike, and then before that some BFR and some mobility work. So today's technically a rest day. Just I like doing active recovery on those, and I don't really consider the stationary bike a workout. So that's gonna do it for this meal. Gonna probably see you in the next one. Just gonna have some carbon prep so I can look like I lift during BFR, and then also gonna be having some recovered throughout that cardio to not lose all my gains. Since I have 6 hours of class, 20 minutes apart from each other, gonna get a scoop of that salted caramel protein and put it in this very convenient funnel. I got one of these on bodybuilding.com for an order. I think it was over 75. But yeah, it makes taking like pre-workout or anything really easy, so I'm just going to bring that to class because I'm going to be starving. Alright, so it's falling asleep in my last class. They're going to have a Snickers for this one, and then going to get this next class going. Say hi, Alex. No, don't go. Alright, about to start the last class. Gonna be using this funnel guy, putting it in here. Got a 2-hour class, and then it'll be dinner time. It's about 1:40. I usually like to eat early dinners around like 4-ish or so. And this is really having a struggle getting in there. Alright, all good. Alright, last class. Just finished class for the day. Probably get a haircut tomorrow, but about to start. I guess this is gonna be dinner. Just got through, I think it was 6 hours of class all day, and now it's about 4 o'clock. They're actually setting up for an event today, so I'm gonna show you what I got right now, and then show you, I think it's like the Hearty welcome back or something. I'll show you the poster for it. So we got some salad with some light fat-free raspberry on it, and then a little bit of chicken, which I'll weigh out in the bowls on the little pocket scale. This guy's really convenient. And then they're setting up, and I see some marshmallows over there. Marshmallows. Let's go check out what event this is. Got the warm and hearty welcome back today. So we'll see what that is. I saw marshmallows, so I am excited. Now gonna make some, because I'm gonna save calories for the event that's going on today, so I have some extra marshmallow calories. Can we make calorie-free honey mustard again? So that's just Splenda, and you fill up a bowl with some yellow mustard, and then just throw it in and mix it. And then I weighed out the chicken, and that's about 700 grams. So that should knock out pretty much my protein for the day. Had a few shakes earlier, as you saw. But my fitness pal is having a couple of technical difficulties today with the honey mustard. So I try to input the stuff from breakfast, and every time I'm opening it takes me to this page. I go to diary, I go to like change this to how much I had, and then it just shuts off. It's happened every time, so I'm gonna have to be tech savvy and I guess use the laptop version. So I'm gonna eat all this and then show you what I'm gonna have for dessert and hopefully some marshmallows. Alright, so we found out what it is. It's actually a little cupcake and hot cocoa and hot cider, like bar. We can customize it, so I'm gonna show you what I got. There's the cupcakes, there's hot chocolate over there, and a bunch of stuff where Nicole's at. And then I just got a shit ton of marshmallows. Oh yeah.
He just took off his shirt for this.
Yeah. So now for dessert, we got some Reese's Pieces and some froyo, because ice cream probably tastes better, but you get a lot more food for the calories with this. And these are life hack. These are only 16 calories, 4 grams of carbs. Hey Jimmy, there's Jimmy.
Follow me on the gram right here.
And I'll be putting that in later. Oh, pause. And then,
hey.
So what you do with this life hack is you can get cereal or just the Reese's Pieces. You put it at the bottom, get a lot, throw it in like that. And you just take a bunch of froyo, stuff it in there, pause, and then you eat it. And then when you brought it out the bottom, it's gonna be a lot of the Reese's Pieces and like everything together, and it's really good. And then it's like really low calories, and like these little cones, they just make it seem like you have a lot more ice cream. So try that out if you have a dining hall that's like that, and let me know what you think. I'm gonna get 5 apples in to hit my fiber for the day and get a little jawline training going. Here is what 750 grams of Granny Smith apples looks like. Delicious. Alright, so I just got back from College Ave. Our UPL was throwing a little get together, so I went there, didn't save any calories for carbs to put as alcohol, so didn't drink but danced around a little bit, so I ended up burning almost 900 calories today. So I'm gonna subtract that from 400, because 400 is my daily activity level that I go with. So I guess that's 500 excess calories. So add that to 3,100 calories. 3,600 is the goal for today. So I guess I have to eat, and it's a little after midnight. So carbs after dark and all that. All right, so I'm gonna show you what I have right here. So to finish out my calories for the day, I have 10 of these Chips Ahoy chocolate chip thins, which are really good, and I like the thin, these, and the Oreos because it seems like you have a lot more. So that's these, and then 1 little Starburst, and it's pink because pink's the best. And that's gonna do it for today's macros. I think it should be about 3,600 calories. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's episode of Tracking Macros at College. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be throwing up the macros that I hit today right here. And then I'm going to multiply those out into their caloric values right here. And that's going to do it. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in that next video. Peace.